Hey. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Keith and Carrie and Mark.
Who all do we got in the chat? We got Keith, we got Carrie, we got Mark. Maud already said everybody.
I'm on it.
Oof, Keith, we just took a week off and I could use a whole nother week off. That's for sure. I should have been born in one of those European countries where people take like a whole month off every year.
And it's paid.
And it's all paid.
Yep.
That's what I should have done.
If only we both had known better.
Yeah, Keith, you do see a self-portrait. These are some of the oil paintings that I've been doing lately.
Both of those since you got back.
Yeah,
right?
both of these are this week. I got kind of a self-portrait here that turned out kind of fun.
Kind of a self-portrait.
It is 100%. Exactly a self-portrait.
Yeah.
This one I really hated the mark making on it, and then I was like,
what do you mean by mark making?
I mean the brush strokes and the way it was sort of, I had rendered the surfaces and everything was unsatisfying to me.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at it, I was like, I wonder if I could blur it out. And then I thought it ended up looking kind of cool.
It looks like a messed up Polaroid photograph.
Yeah.
Hey, Dylan.
What up, Dylan? Oh, geez, Keith, that sounds rough. I am sorry. Having teams on projects like that, having teams that work is like hard to manage sometimes. Hey, Emma. Hey, Tugboat. Hey, Seth. So I did this one. This is another one that I did before that. And this was sort of like just started without much of an idea, I'm still just trying to like get used to making marks with oil paint, and it's challenging for me. It makes me feel very amateurish. In fact, I haven't even like picked up that that Swamp Thing painting that I was working on. I've been meaning to get back to it, but I'm like, I just don't know I'm not happy with where it's at, and I don't know how to fix it. So I'm just sort of putting it off for now. But these two were fun, and then this chicken that I did
is the most recent one.
This is the most recent one. This is a little portrait of our chicken Newton, who passed away by raccoon a couple years ago. She was a very funny chicken.
She was. You could tell from her picture too. Her whole personality was pretty summed up by her haunting look and stuck up feathers.
So I guess tape peel alert. And this has been a fun thing with my oil painting learning is I started using.
Don't tape and talk.
Oh.
Silence.
Sorry, I'm ruining everybody's ASMR. This chicken's still pretty wet. But look at that. Isn't that lovely? Happy with that.
It is. And it's a very good likeness, y'all.
Yeah. So this needs to go in the rack so it can dry for a week or two.
So let's see. Dylan, Tugboat, and Emma. I thought someone else showed up. I could have sworn someone else showed up.
Starting the show with a tape peel, you're spoiling us. That's how I roll. I know what the crowd wants.
Dylan, congratulations on working through some of your PTSD and driving for the first time yesterday. I hope it felt very freeing, or will feel very freeing.
Dylan, she was a hen, not a rooster.
Yeah.
So I found this stuff, which I am absolutely loving. This is the Arche oil paper. So it's just 100% cotton paper, but it has a sizing in it. So it's supposed to be archival with oil paint.
I forget what sizing means.
Sizing is basically the glue that holds the paper fibers together. There's different kinds. There's sizing that holds the paper together. There's other sizings. There's like a chemical treatment to create the desired surface on the top of the paper. But it's essentially glue. But it affects the absorbency of the paper, and it affects how the medium works with it. So this stuff claims to be... Because one of the problems with painting on paper is that the oils come in and start to break down the fibers. As the oils oxidize, it also breaks down the fibers of the paper, and eventually the paper disintegrates. In fact, I have some old oil painting where the paper has turned like really orange. Wow. Like if you go look at the ones I gave to Jay,
yeah,
the paper's very, very yellow. It's not orange, but it's very, very yellow, and it's just from the oils like attacking the paper.
What?
So, but I wanted to try tonight taking some of this and just see what happens if I do other stuff with it, like watercolor and ink and things like that.
Hey Alex, hey Rudak.
What up, Rudak?
So how do you pronounce this paper? There's
How do you pronounce it?
Yeah.
It's in the US a lot of people call it arches, but I think it's technically pronounced Arche because it's a originally French company. And it's their oil paper. Cold press. I should look and see if they have a hot press, actually. That might, I might like that even better. I really like this paper for painting oils, though, so far. But if it was smoother, I might like it a little bit more.
And hot press might be smoother?
Yeah, hot press is usually a lot smoother. Although the texture on this paper is quite nice. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's sort of like large grained texture, but like it doesn't stick up as much as other similarly sized grain textures. I don't know if calling the textures grained is appropriate or makes sense.
Keith likes hot press for inking.
Yeah, hot press is way easier for inking because you get, unless you're like going after really intense sort of dry brush looking stuff, the hot press is usually better for inking because it's just smoother. So I thought about what I was going to do today, and I thought, oh, I'll try out this watercolor on this oil paper, but then I did not stop to think about what I should draw. You got any ideas?
Me?
Yeah.
A beach scene.
Nope.
Dinosaurs.
Oh.
That is not my suggestion. That's from chat.
Everybody wants dinosaurs. Always draw dinosaurs. Yeah, let's do a dinosaur. Let's do what's a good bird dinosaur?
Dylan suggested Dino Mona Lisa. Those are all 4-letter words. Dino Mona Lisa. Dylan's saying 4-letter words over here.
I need a avian dinosaur.
A chicken dinosaur?
An avian one is what I was thinking.
A chicken one.
That's true. Maybe pterodactyls aren't actually dinosaurs, huh?
I do not know the difference. Tugboat. Hi, Tugboat. Tugboat is saying Archaeopteryx, question mark. Oh, Emma says oviraptors.
Oh, they're like hornbill type dudes. And ladies.
And people.
And non-binary.
Dinos.
They look like this guy.
Mark, did you get behind on the lag? I get that a lot.
It's pretty fun. He's like looks like the kind of guy, like bird dinosaur that might not be capable of full flight, but just gliding.
Looks awesome. You looking for a better representation?
Some reference that that I like. I like this model. This looks like a clay model or something. That's fun. Yeah, let's do something with this. We'll figure something out. It's fun how they imagine these guys with colors. Are these one of those dinosaurs where they have some evidence of what color their skin and feathers were?
Oh, Emma says if you want something weird looking, look up the XI space QI. Oh, Dylan, you opened up a microwave cheese pizza and it only has half the cheese. It is insulting.
All I'm getting is pictures of a Chinese actress.
QI dinosaur?
Jiqui.
Oh, maybe YIQI. They have bat wings.
Oh, I see them. Oh my gosh. What a cutie. Look at this guy. They imagine them very fluffy like a bat.
Oh. Hi, Michael. Good evening to you. Yeah, Emma says YI. That's okay. We got there. And even if we didn't get there, still wouldn't have blamed you. It is apparently dinosaur night. If you go to the, like, after we're done here, if you go to the very beginning, you can see a modern dinosaur painting that Tyler did recently. It's our old chicken Newton. It's dynamite dino night, says Carrie. It being that size, are you gonna get in bat wings?
No, I'm not doing the Batwing guy.
Oh. Which one?
I do not know what this guy's called. Looks like this.
Oh, that's cute. That's the first one that Emma suggested, right?
Yes.
Well, Oviraptor.
Yeah, there are a bunch of different ones, but this guy.
Oh.
Spaceships are basically the same thing as dinosaurs. Hey, All Out Bikes, what up?
Oh, hey, All Out Bikes.
Dino Riders. I don't remember Dino Riders, but I'm pretty sure that Secret Galaxy did a show on them recently, or like in the last year or two.
I don't think I remember seeing it, probably the commercials, but I don't think that I ever watched it. Let's see, when did it come out? Aired in 1988. Huh. Yeah, actually, that makes sense. That would be about the time that I was
Graduating
high school, so I was busy. Thank you, Rudak. Rudak suggests that we smash that like button.
Showing up a little bit light, but I think this is a pretty cute drawing already.
Dino Riders, though, looks like the kind of cartoon I would have loved. It looks He-Man-ish. Might be. And I wonder if it's the same artist that did the He-Man card art.
Card?
I'm sorry, the action figure, the card on the back.
Oh, those like, I can't remember the names, but there was a couple, those beautiful oil paintings.
Yes, there's some on here. And on here meaning the internet, that look very much like the He-Man paintings. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, what's up? It's nice to see you.
Oh, in grad school, Emma gave a presentation on art influences, and the last image was a huge promotional painting for Dino Riders. That might be worth looking up at some point. Maybe after we're done with Severance.
Yeah, we started watching Severance on vacation. And I'm loving it.
Dino Riders as a palate cleanser for Severance is a wild life choice. Thanks, Michael.
That's how we roll.
And I'm here for it, Michael says. How far along on the show are we? We're in the second season. Do you
I think
remember?
we're almost done with the second season. Like, I think we might actually finish it this weekend.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We did slow down. We were on vacation. We were trying to watch as many episodes as possible when we weren't like out exploring nature. And that the way I said that sounded really weird.
Oh.
That was not a euphemism.
Oh.
So we were binge watching it, and then we ended up getting Apple TV when we got home because we couldn't finish it all. Now we're watching one episode a day, so we draw it out a little bit longer.
This is very interesting. I don't know if... Like this paper does not really like water. You can see how much it's like fighting. But if I scrub it just a little bit, it seems to like give up. It's like, okay, I'll take your stinky water.
I don't know like why, but I keep on getting way behind to reality on my YouTube viewing. I'll speed it up and I'll look back minutes later and I will be like 3 minutes behind. Yeah.
It could be our internet has been so bad lately and I don't know what's going on with it. I wonder if there's just some shenanigans. So I am going to try to break whatever seal is on this paper. Just get it all wet so that, see if it'll start taking the watercolor a little better.
And Tugboat says, this paper better take splatters.
Oh, it'll take them.
Oh, Carrie, that sounds miserable. Carrie says that after Splash Pages does a show, she has to leave the laptop on all night so her feed will upload for the later editing.
Yeah. Well, we used to have like really good internet
when we first got
when we got our fiber optic stuff.
Which is what we still have, but it's a new company now.
Yeah, they got bought out by another company, and now it just is like every year they come in and give me a new router, and it works okay for a little while, and then it dies again. Like things get slow again.
Yeah.
And I'm almost certain it's not the router. That there's something that on their end that is like either breaking the routers or it's not actually the router at all. Because it just doesn't make any dang sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
All right, I'm going to hit the hairdryer here.
Okay.
Okay, so the question with this paper is, now that, so the sizing was like fighting the water at first, but I got it all wet, but now that it's dried off, will the sizing fight my water again?
You zoomed way in for us.
Oh.
Haha, Rudex said maybe your fiber optic feed is hooked up to a dial-up modem.
It feels like it.
Yeah, the new company bought it and then said, this fiber optic stuff is
fiber optic
too newfangled.
They're like, this fiber optic is going to get plugged right into this 56K baud modem. It does feel a little resistant to water. Still. Just I don't know.
Not quite as bad as before.
Not quite as bad. I bet like the longer I sort of work it and scrub it and stuff, the more it'll give up fighting me.
Emma will be at Omaha for Comic-Con Nebraska in August. We'll be in Omaha.
We are going to do a one-day show in Salem, Oregon.
Not this weekend, but next weekend, on Sunday.
What are the dates?
Just the 31st.
The 31st?
Mm-hmm. Let me double check that. Yes, 31st.
There you go.
Yep. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't drawn many dinosaurs in my life. I feel like I've drawn more dinosaurs on this live stream recently than I have in my whole life. But they're fun. They're like
drawing chickens.
They're like it's a sort of a cross between drawing chickens and monsters.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sounds like Carrie's gonna be at OCon as well.
Oh, nice.
In Omaha. And is hoping to get in touch with Phil Hester to see if he'll do a panel.
Oh, cool. Trying to get you to do a dinosaur comic and/or sketchbook. What are dinosaurs if not chicken monsters? It's a fact.
Yeah, that is a fact. Hey, Seth. So, what's cool with everybody? What cool things did you do last week while we were gone? My comic demonstrative is on its third upload.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday, 10 a.m. PT.
What's the address?
At maatcrook.com. MAATCROOK. Yeah, I'm very excited, Carrie. Oh, and Comic Tropes asked 2 weeks ago what my comic was about, and I couldn't find a time to slot that in. It's about a kid raised by pirates and isolated by abuse, and they end up, as they grow up, they make friends with monsters, and they are creative, and they go on adventures in secret passageways to other worlds, and they take their power back. They take back control of their life. Tugboat did something cool. They voted for school board members and have never been so lost.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
We did that too on Tuesday. Well, we did. Guess we did it on Sunday.
Dylan's almost done with some estate stuff for his mom. His mom's property, and that's what a milestone. It'll be nice to be done. Thank you, Carrie. Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. I hope folks like it. Yay, Mark. Oh, and Carrie, too. Thanks, y'all. Pirates and Monsters. Seems to be other folks' jam as well. I get so nervous talking about it, I use words like jam. Mark, you're writing a novel?
Oh.
It's also about pirates and traveling to other worlds. And ghosts. My story has ghosts as well. Twinkies. I want to read it. I want it to exist in the world. Ooh, Emma. Emma has gone down the rabbit hole of possibly writing a novel instead of doing it in comic form for a sci-fi story. That's cool.
Man, that is something. I don't think I would have that in me.
A novel?
A novel. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I have, like, language. Like, I actually have spent this whole week writing, but I'm writing a comic book script.
And then you ended up, in writing it, you ended up having to draw it.
Yeah, I ended up having to, like, actually sit down and thumbnail everything so I could write the panel descriptions after being able to see them.
Mark says that he felt like his art style was a bad fit for the stories he wanted to tell. And I've been working on D&D adventures for so long, that wasn't a good fit for the story I wanted to tell. So but comics seem like it's the best fit for this particular story.
Yeah. I don't remember. Did you try writing it as an adventure first?
No, it just didn't ever make
sense.
Gel.
Yeah.
You know, though, do you remember I did try writing it as a novel at first?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Even sent it off to a publisher.
What, really?
Yeah.
You have to show me this. I'm having no recollection now.
I hope I don't have it. Yeah, it was not well done. There were parts of it that, looking back, I'm all, oh, I see why they passed on it. It just, yeah. No, wait. I did try it. Okay, no.
You did try to do adventurize it?
The publisher I sent it to was a comics publisher. But I had no plans on drawing it at the time. I don't know who I thought could have done it.
Okay, that's more familiar.
Yeah. Keith. Oh, I did have a character design for a dinosaur, but they did not make it into the story that I just finished drawing. The chapter I just finished drawing. So maybe someday my story will have dinosaurs in it. Were you asking Mark or Emma if their novels would have dinosaurs in it? I'm curious myself. Alex used to illustrate book covers for a YA space pirate novel series. Not your best work. That makes sense. I think every past project is maybe not the best that you could do now. Now, you kick so much butt. Oh, Bax is asking what kind of dinosaur this is.
So, I don't remember.
It's some type of oviraptor.
This paper is actually terrible for watercolor. It seems to absorb the pigment a lot, so it doesn't I can't sort of smooth or blend any edges after the paint's dried.
It's absorbing the pigment but not the water?
Well, it's like the water evaporates and the pigment goes inside the paper and gets really locked down. So usually you want it to sit on top of the paper a little bit. But it doesn't seem to do that. It seems to get soaked right up. You can kind of see just how sharp this blue edge is against the yellowy orange. And I was trying to soften that with just some water, and it didn't make any difference.
So Keith was actually asking if the script you were working on has dinosaurs in it.
Oh, no. The script I'm working on is a historical account. I'm working with...
historical way after dinosaurs.
Way after dinosaurs. I'm working with the Pechanga Band of Indians to do a comic book adaptation of their history book called The Temecula Massacre. And that's what I was writing all week. Thanks, Rudak. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. It's been really a completely different kind of comic book making experience for me. But so far, it's been a really great experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not actually going to be drawing it or having another artist do it. And I think we just sent them the confirmation that that we wanted to work with them
Oh, that's
today.
exciting.
Yeah. Not a ton of laughs to talk about. I am trying to keep, like, get some laughs in there when I can, though. Just trying to do a lot of humanizing of the characters, um, which is fun and can be pretty funny sometimes.
Humans are funny.
Yeah.
Ruduck say humans aren't quite as funny as cats.
Depends on who you're asking. I'm pretty sure that Tibbs does not think that she has ever cracked a joke in her whole life.
Oh.
Everything with her is deathly serious.
She does like to have fun, but her fun is pretty deathly and serious. She gets very mad at her toys and fluffs her tail and growls at them.
Oh, thanks, Mark. I had a hairdryer again.
The colors on that, honey, are so much brighter than they are on my screen in real life.
Oh, it's also a little. I dimmed it a little bit so we could see the pencils. Like that's probably a little closer to real.
Garth Nix's Sabriel.
The Quintalio trilogy about dinosaurs that create societies, religions, etc. I'm super into that idea. Like, because dinosaurs were around for like
super long.
Like, oh man, I can't remember, like 30 times longer than humans have been around.
So much longer.
So much longer.
Wouldn't doubt that it was 30 times.
It's like there's, it seems very likely that they, at some point, they had some sort of culture that was maybe not technologically advanced, although maybe it was. But it seems likely that there was something that was like a very well developed social culture by somebody.
Could be like turtles, though. Turtles been around for forever, and they are turtly.
That's the problem with turtles, is that they like hit like the perfect the perfect deal real early and haven't had to change it all.
Rudex says, watch the documentary Fathom about whale communication and community.
Oh.
It will blow your mind.
Oh my god, I bet it'll depress the
like
hell out of me.
Like a blowhole.
There was a New Yorker comic, at least New Yorker comic in style, like a single panel gag where God is holding up a turtle avatar, having just created one, and he's saying, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna make these suckers live 1,000,000 years."
Tobo says turtles evolved into ninjas.
Oh my god! If you've ever had a pet tortoise, that's like legit. They can somehow just disappear.
Oh yeah. And remember our turtle Floyd?
Mm-hmm.
When he would run, he ran fast.
Yeah. Yeah, when he was ready to go, he went.
Hey, yesterday was World Turtle Day, Carrie says.
Ah. Well, happy World Turtle Day to everybody.
Yeah. Turtles are awesome. Oh, Mark says, well, Mark says, I've wanted to do a story that has a pair of species living in a symbiotic community, like highly intelligent elephants with raccoons that have clever hands to build intricate devices. But they don't eat chickens. They have given up on eating chickens.
They've evolved beyond that.
Yes. They realize their wrongs.
Man, I am really struggling against this paper. Like, it kind of looks better on the stream, I think, than it looks in real life.
From here, it looks
doesn't
great,
look.
But I'm like 10 feet away from you, so.
No.
Maybe not quite 10 feet, but close.
See you, Rudak. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by.
Bye, Rudak. So you've already learned that this paper is not going to be workable for watercolor for you.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, it's designed for oil paint, which has like the exact opposite requirements of watercolor paint.
Yep.
It just like feels like watercolor paint when you touch it and hold it.
Or paper.
Or yeah, it feels like watercolor paper. But it's not.
What are you laughing at?
Laughing at the eyeball.
Yeah.
Give him a...
It's a little Newton eyeball.
Give him a little bird eye. Like, that is absolutely like a chicken expression.
Yep. See, you did a chicken monster.
I did.
This bird dino does need its own chicken song. Oh. Hey, little dino, bump your head. Hey, little dino, until your predators are dead. He
I think it needs to
does
be
remind
something.
me of the dodo in Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
That was Carrie's observation. What you're doing to the background is looking more and more like there's a bunch of trees behind the
That is the
dino
goal.
bird. Then you're succeeding.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Tugboat. Oh, Newton died several years ago. Knock on wood, we have not lost any chickens for maybe that amount of time. That was probably the last time we lost any chickens.
Well,
no, we did.
We lost a chicken recently.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Holy
But that was old age.
Yeah.
That wasn't like the traumatic.
Yeah, that was Nito. Incognito was her full name. But she was Nito. She was a really Nito top of the chicken pyramid.
In the top of the pecking order?
Yeah. Thank you. I could not remember that. Yeah, she was pretty great. And you know, since she's gone, I can't tell who took over for her. Have you noticed?
No, I haven't spent like a ton of time with the chickens lately though. But they do seem to they just seem to be fine. Like
just coexisting as they were.
Yeah, because sometimes losing a member of the flock will like throw the whole place into chaos.
Yeah, someone in the community will be all, I need to be on top and I'm going to prove it to you, whether you like it or not. So I think they were definitely, you could tell that they knew that something was wrong the day that she died.
Yeah.
And a few days afterwards. But they're just like, they're the most friendly flock that I've seen since we've started having chickens.
Do you remember there was one a couple years ago? One of the barred rocks died similarly, just of old age or whatever, and one of the other chickens like wouldn't let like Dad was trying to get her.
Oh yeah.
And one of the other chickens was like defending the body and was like,
Yeah.
"Stay away!"
But not me. She let me come get her.
She just didn't trust Dad.
I guess. Carrie's playing a game. When chickens die of old age in the game, they turn into candy.
Candy?
Mm-hmm. There is a D&D game on dmsguild.com that has, I think it has chocolate chickens and marshmallow goats. It is, I'll look it up. I did the cover for it. If anybody's interested, I will post it. Oh, I don't have my phone on me, so I will post it on my BlueSky account after we're done here with the live stream. Hi, Bunkmaster. Yeah, that's a Oviraptor, and it does have a really great beak.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who do not enjoy chickens. I think it sort of depends on how much room you give them. If they have a little bit of a free range, I think they're way more fun to raise than if you have to keep them in their coop all the time. Because they can get really nasty if they don't have room to move around and stuff.
So the name of the adventure is Fuzzy Tail Farm and the Frightful Candy Goat Massacre. And there are chocolate chickens and marshmallow goats.
Mm. A little splatter.
Yeah, Dylan, I'll share the title. And like I said, I will post a link on my BlueSky after the live stream.
All right, I gotta hit this with the hairdryer again. Oh, you know, I've never done the spitting through a straw thing. That, well, I have done, I wonder where it's at. I have a thing that you can put a tube like into an ink jar, and then there's another tube that you blow, and it sort of goes across to the other tube and creates a suction and spits out, but it's like a ancient form of airbrush. And I have done that, but I've never done like the just taking a regular straw and blowing through it.
Oh, Keith and Emma are both wondering if there's going to be 2 tape pulls on tonight's stream.
Yeah, I think we might end up with 2 tape pulls this episode.
Brace yourselves. Why did you choose orange or red? I can't tell which color pencil.
Yeah, it's like a red. It's a carmine red Prismacolor color. Because red is nice because it's dark, but also high in chroma. So it has a dark value, but bright saturation. And it's great for getting... it's just good for like outlining things that are alive, I think. It makes it look like there's a little bit of subsurface scattering, kind of.
It does. So I know this from accessibility. Doing accessibility checks on like PDFs. Red just looks like black when you make an image grayscale. That's cool. You know that I have a problem understanding when you talk about contrast, but I get that. That's really weird because red doesn't look at all like it would be black.
Yeah, well, like in dark rooms when they're developing lights, they use the red light lots of times. It's just because it has a wavelength that a lot of
that it won't overblow the image. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have the words for photography.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some like explanation in physics that explains why red can work as white, or work as black, and I don't think it has. I don't know. It's different for eyeballs and film, but
yeah.
But what's nice about it is that you can outline with red and get a lot of the same kind of effects you would get with black, but then you can go in with black and just push it a little bit further sometimes. Because black will still be a little bit darker than red.
People are designing the comic book cooldown bingo card. There needs to be a spot for a Tibbs appearance and for the comic book hat.
There it is.
Tape peels would need to be on there. Splatter would need to be on there.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, if you do the hat, you do the tape peels, you do the splatter, and it's like, then everybody's already won, like, every single time.
That's true. But Tibbs is usually the one that decides if she's going to make an appearance or not, so that one's not a guarantee. You could get a new hat.
I could get a new hat. I do occasionally wear my beanie.
Oh, a chicken song square. Okay.
Chickens would be a square.
Tibbs is in the middle. That would solve that problem. But then, if we put Tibbs in the middle, well, no, that probably would be fine. There's still, even if Tibbs does not show up, there's still a possibility of people winning for the day.
But yeah, bingo doesn't always have to go through the center.
Yeah. Star Trek fan talk. I'm writing this stuff down, y'all. I don't know if I'll have time to make a bingo card anytime soon, but I got to get ready for that convention next week. Prussian blue needs to be used. Oil paint square. The current show that we're watching. Airbrushing. Do you think you're going to do airbrush on this one?
No, I don't think so. You should do, I don't know what I'm going to draw. There's one.
Sketchbook. A shout out for another stream.
Shout out for Out of Alcatraz, which came out on Wednesday. Out of Alcatraz number 3.
That's right. And for a shout out for a future project.
Mysterious projects.
For a mysterious future project. Bunkmaster is wondering what the Oviraptor's name is. All Out Bikes gave it the name Kevin. I saw that.
Kevin's pretty good.
Dennis, Bunkmaster says Dennis.
Oh, I kind of like Dennis. Alfonso works too, actually.
Bernice.
Alfonso feels a little bit more like, hello, I am Alfonso.
Benedict. Oh, because of Eggs Benedict, since they love eggs. Oh, that's very nice of you, Bunkmaster. Bunkmaster says that you've been amazing through the, 3 issues now of Out of Alcatraz, but maybe just 2 issues that they've read. And Dave Chisholm has been great on Plague House.
I haven't read Plague House yet, but I need to. I love Michael Conrad's writing too, so I need to get on that. And I agree, the art on that book looks great.
Yeah, issue 3 just came out on this past Wednesday. Out of Alcatraz 3. And there's only 5 issues, so we're more than halfway through now.
Yeah.
Could be a Martin. Carrie says Martin.
I can see that.
Or Martina. Or Marty.
Like Back to the Future?
No, better than that.
Yeah, maybe Marty went back to the past and turned into
a dinosaur.
friggin' dino.
Yeah.
Friggin' dino, man.
We had a neighbor kid come to our door once and tell us about what they spent their allowance on.
I don't.
and they had
There was some
he had given money to his brother so that his brother could buy friggin' controllers.
What was he even talking? Was he like controllers for like a video game,
Yeah,
or was it?
Yeah, for a video game.
Yeah, it was just so funny. We've been like quoting that kid for so long because the way he just said like
it was amazing.
Friggin' controllers.
Yes.
Like, because he said it the same way you would talk about like friggin' union rep, like friggin' overtime,
fireworks. No, I love your suggestion of Bernice, Emma. It's a good one. Please don't say extend yourself out. See yourself out. See, Alex likes it. Alex votes for it. Oh, Mark's gonna go see an orchestra tonight.
Oh, nice.
Doing film themes. That sounds wonderful.
That's like 100% a Mark thing. Very on brand.
Interstellar is on the program, and the concert hall has a giant pipe organ.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping it'll get used. Yeah. If anybody ever visits San Diego, go to Balboa Park. They have a giant pipe organ there that it's an outdoor it's outdoor seating with an outdoor stage and a ginormous pipe organ. That I miss that. I'm just now. Yeah. I haven't thought of that in like more than 10 years now. I wish I could go.
All right, I think I'm going to call this guy done. Like it's pretty finished image. I was about to say that it feels a little bit loose, but like I actually like the looseness of much of it with like the tightness of their face.
Loosey goosey.
He's a loose goose.
Mm-hmm. You gonna sign it?
Yes.
Am I rushing you?
Nope. There we go. Oh, it is nice and summery. Yeah, Keith, I'm kind of impressed that it turned out as well as it did. I mean, in some ways, the way that the paper didn't like the water kind of made for some very interesting mark making. Like a lot of the stuff down in here, I think, is kind of pretty in a way that it wouldn't have been with a normal watercolor. Yeah, although I will say that if I hadn't done the colored pencil and the white I did was like acrylic wash, if I hadn't done that, I don't think it kind of would have worked out. So like watercolor on its own, I don't think. I mean, somebody can make it work really well, but I probably can't. What's up, Dow?
Carrie, that interview you did with Jason Aaron about Bug Wars was such a good episode.
All right, tape time.
Oh,
Ta-da. There we go.
woohoo!
Another dino.
Hey everybody, I'm a dinosaur. Are you? It sounds like you're heading out right now to go to your show, Mark. I hope you have a wonderful time.
Yeah, dinosaurs are very fun.
Oh, Tugboat wants you to put it next to the Newton painting.
Next to the Newton painting?
Yeah.
They actually kind of go together kind of well.
Yeah, they do.
That's pretty cute. Yeah, Kelly, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing good. Dinosaurs. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for coming back after we were gone last week.
Yeah. I hope you all have a great weekend and a great week.
And Mark said, don't forget to tell the people you love to pick up Out of Alcatraz. He says it's a great book and people shouldn't sleep on it.
Yeah. And yeah, take care of each other. Tell people you love how much you love them, because I bet you love them a lot and they want to know it.
Do something really cool for yourself. Do something very...
Take a vacation for a week.
Yeah. If you can't do that, go do something else fun.
All right. Love all you guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.